Yeah, Usingen is one of the sweetest places on earth. It is just literally land of rolling hills, beautiful, beautiful trees, forest walkways, and little villages spread out through these hills. So it's just, and these German houses, these little German villages of like 2,000-3,000 people. And so it's a really fun area because you can just go work in different villages every day. And we would just drive our car and say, we're going to go work here this day based on where our appointments were. It was just really, really fun. And I was with some great companions there as well, which I really enjoyed. So Usingen, the ward there is really probably the best part about it. There's a really strong ward because it's right by Frankfurt, and so a lot of the members commute to Frankfurt and work for the church. And so the ward is very strong. And a lot of people know about the members of the church because a lot of the members have such an influential part of are an integral part of the society and culture there, and have a lot of connections. I got a ton of member referrals while I was there, which is, you'll learn the things you want. So it was just, the church every Sunday was just such a sweet experience. The members are very kind. We had a lot of eating appointments, and the best part too is you just get to go out every day among these beautiful hills, discover a new village, and go teach them the gospel. So Usingen was very neat. I'd like to share one story there. So my trainer had actually just finished being trained when he trained me, which is quite incredible. And his name's Andrew Bratzman, if he's watching this. But he did an awesome job and was a really hardworking, obedient missionary. Just had to give him a shout out. So one time we were driving, and it was a Sunday night, and we were far away from home. We had to go out, and we visited a member who was a little bit farther out. We needed to get home, but in our stupidity, we had forgotten to fill the tank with gas, and we were running on fumes, and we were not going to make it. So the ox was in the mire. We needed to go fill up our tank with gas, and we typed in the GPS, and it said that there was a gas station just 2 miles down the road. So we started driving and got there, and the gas station looked like it had been closed for 5 years. I'm like, oh no. So we're like, let's go a little farther. We'd already driven away from where we need to go home, so we were even farther than where we were. I'm like, what are we gonna do? We can't call members and tell them that we're stranded. Like, this is so embarrassing. So it was starting to get dark, and we went farther, and came to the edge of this village we'd never been before, and there was a gas station. So we pulled in this gas station, and for whatever reason, it wouldn't take our car. It was open. It looked like it was obviously being used, but there was nobody in the shop. But it wouldn't take our card, and it wouldn't take our cash. Well, we did what we should have done a lot earlier, and we was like, we should say a prayer. So right as we started to fold our arms, this man came walking out of the fog, and all I remember is he had really olive skin and a Yankees baseball cap on. So we're like, right, my trainer, another Bratzman, said, hey, let's go talk to him. So we ask him if he knows what's going on here. So we did, and we said, do you know anyone who can help us with this gas here? We're stranded. We really need some gasoline. And he said, yeah, the owner lives in that house right there. So like, great, thanks. And he just, yeah, no problem. Just kept walking off and disappeared into the fog. It was a really foggy night. This sounds incredible, but it really is. It really did happen. So we go knock on the door. This older German man with a mustache comes out and is like, what do you want? We're like, hey, we just need some gas. And he's like, are you the owner? He's like, yeah, I am. And came out and helped us, filled us up. We're about to get back in the car, and he says, hey, how did you know that I lived there? Like, oh, some guy who was walking told us. He was like, I just moved here 2 weeks ago. Nobody knows I lived here, and that I own this gas station. And we got in the car and just said a prayer of gratitude. And there were several experiences like this in my mission, but I would just testified that God is aware of us. He's aware of us now. He's aware of us while on our missions, and he won't let us fall and struggle. He knew our situation, and he sent somebody, whether it be an angel or a man, to help us. So that was a very neat experience there that I think about every time I think about Usingen.